In this video, learning how to take care of our kayaks and treat them nice, real nice. She was a dirty girl. She needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Did I make that a little too awkward? Oh well. Suds are up, and let's get started with the video. Golly, it's not like only 8:30 in the morning and it's hot. Good morning. Well, if you're like me and you can't exactly afford to take your family on vacation or whisk off to Orlando and visit ICAST, and you're stuck here like the rest of us slobs. Anyways, in this video I want to cover kayak maintenance. Basically little tips and tricks I do to clean my kayak. I'll do this a few times a year, and I put a protectant on it, and I'll resurface the bottom of it. I got a lot of rock rash. In fact, I have not once, I've had this kayak for a couple of years now, and I've not once resurfaced the bottom. So we'll kind of go over that and kind of what I do. I'm going to try to keep this video kind of short and sweet and to the point. And let's get, to it. Come on. Are you all feeling all right? I know, I'm bummed too. Watching all these guys at ICAST, checking out all the new groovy stuff. All right, one little trick I'll do is I will take my back tub and I will fill it with soapy water, and I use just regular dish soap. I don't want any waxes or any of that because I am going to apply a treatment to it. And so I'll kind of undo everything and kind of get everything out of the way. And I got a lot of mud on it from my last trip. Ran through some mud puddles. I'll put that video up here. Yeah, it got kind of crazy. But on the way home, ran through some mud puddles and splashed mud all over my kayak. And it's time to be treated. First off, I'll start with, I store my kayak outside. This whole bit right here is how it is year round. I do have a cover. I got that on Amazon, I think for $35. Really reasonable, and it's held pretty well. Anyways, I'm gonna get the old kayak and scrub down, and got just some regular old dish soap, and I'll use the back tub to kind of distribute soapy water, and then I'll hose it down. Now that our dirty girl is all cleaned up, for this next step, you want to make sure that there is much dirt and grime and what have you, whatever can cover this thing. You'd be surprised driving down the road and I come home and find what's on it. Gum, sticky substances of all sorts of nature. Keep your heads out of the gutters, guys. Come on. And by doing this periodically, you can really give your kayak a good inspection. See deep nicks, get them filled up. In fact, this is something I just noticed. This is my keel guard. Made this out of Kydex about a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit more. And there is a massive chunk just taken out of it. Weird. So So it really allows you to get a good idea. Here's a really nice gash here. And I've got a lot of rock rash, and I'm going to resurface it. I'm going to show you how I do that. It's not pretty, but it's effective. So, but it needs to be dry. And doesn't look like the sun's going to help me in this matter. So we're going to help it along with a couple of towels and let nature do its thing. Any good Southern man knows the smell of good barbecue. Anyways, Batman details aside, this is also a good opportunity to go around, check your handles and other fittings that are put in place by screws. I noticed my back handle was a bit loose, and also the ones on the side handles are a little bit loose. So I'm going to tighten those down real quick, let this get good and dry, then we'll get to resurfacing. It's not really hard. You just got to be conscious of what you're doing. All right, it's real simple. Stay with me. Now, before this next step, again, you want to make sure that the kayak is dry. As you can see, there is tons and tons of just deep nicks and scratch. We're going to try to take some of those out. Oh, a bunch of junk, but that's okay. That's just from the... We're going to try to take some of these deep nicks out, smooth out a couple of these. Now, it's also helpful that the sun's been directly on it. It's heated up the plastic a bit. That's going to help it be a little bit more malleable. That's a big word for me. I had to look it up. All right. Now, you're going to need some sort of heat source. I do recommend having some sort of electric, adjustable iron. All I have is this nice little cooking torch. It produces a lot of heat, and it's not the best tool for it, but it's what I got. A cup and a sturdy spoon. You want that water to be cool so it sets that plastic pretty quick. Anyways, just put a few ice cubes in it, stirred it up a little bit, and bit of fire. All right, so we've got a lot of rock rash here. We're going to see if we can't smooth out some of these more rougher areas. All right, little heat, more spoon than heat. All right, if you've got a really hot torch, propane torch, just be gentle. That's why the electric one, they're a little bit more adjustable, and it's a slow heat. So does that make any sense? Anyways. All right, something else with your thinner. This is primarily for roto molded plastic. For your thinner plastic boats, you don't want to do this. You'll melt. My air conditioner. You'll melt straight through it. I mean, just right through it. If you've got a crack in your thin plastic, I've seen people use shredded up milk cartons and just kind of melt it on there. But this technique is for roto molded kayaks only. So if you melt through your kayak, oh, I didn't work. That guy, you screwed me. Nah, you did that all on your own. I didn't force you to do it. One more quick tip and we'll move on to the next stage. These tiny little scratches, you can just glance over them and just kind of lightly, have your spoon damp and cool. Of course, that water's not so cool anymore. It's been out here for a minute. And just kind of lightly glance over it. small little swirls. Just kind of get that plastic back in there. Alright, my last step, a little bit of 303. This stuff is, last time this bottle has lasted me several years and doesn't take very much. Spray it onto a piece of microfiber. This is, I don't know where my microfiber is gone. My children have probably used it to clean their computers or something. Anyways, attacked by something. Anyways, follow the directions. Put a nice coat on the kayak and it'll keep your kayak looking good. It's a UV protectant, plastic protectant, all that good stuff, and it will extend the life of your kayak. So it's getting really stinking hot and the humidity is absolutely murder. I am drenched to the bone in sweat right now, especially dealing with that torch. I'm going to first, you have to open it. I'm going to wipe the old girl down and go inside and enjoy some air conditioning. Anyways, I hope this video was informative, if not helpful. Again, all this is do at your own risk. This is just something that I do a couple of times a year, if not yearly. I recommend at least doing this once a year. So, it's hot. My brain is melting. That's fun. I see the jokes coming already. If you had a brain, it would melt. Alright, guys. Again, if this was helpful, drop me a comment, leave me a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I'm that guy with the fish. Well, not currently, anyways. Oh, a breeze. A breeze. I'm that guy with the fish. Where are you at? You definitely don't need to be right here. It's hot. It's hot. Oh, I'm not supposed to spray it on. Don't spray it on.